Good afternoon. I'm going to talk about how a simple cycle, or a bike as we call it, is going to change your life completely, or how it can change your life completely. So to get you started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of my story first, and then, I'll tell you how you can also do the same thing. All right, so first thing first, I am a daily rider. I ride a bike 6 days a week, 50 kilometers a day. But I was not a cyclist by choice. I, in fact, became a cyclist because life punched me hard in the form of too many medical challenges. So I actually had to take up cycling because I was forced to. So let me tell you why. So first thing first, just about after my 40th birthday, I had a huge brain tumor. So as a result of that, doctors had to remove my left side hearing completely. And I also had to do with only one balancing nerve after that. I suppose we have two balancing nerves to keep us straight. I have only one. I'm saying this because I became a cyclist later. All right, in 2011, I had my left knee replaced. So now I have an implant. So my knee looks something like this now. In fact, it is after this surgery that I actually took up cycling. Doctors told me now you can't run, you can't play cricket. What you can do is you can swim or you can ride a bike. I tried swimming for a few weeks, was quite boring after some time, so I took to cycling after this surgery. All right, friends, sometimes it happens in life that one moment you're filled with so many things in your head. You want to do this, you want to plan that, and then suddenly everything becomes a blackout and your whole future is a question mark. This is exactly what happened to me in 2013. On 31st March 2013, after work, I was walking in my building compound with my wife, and suddenly I had great chest pain and I collapsed on the ground. So with a year ahead, I had too many things in my mind just then, and I collapsed, and suddenly my future was a question mark. All right, so things led to this, and I kind of was taken to hospital in a true filmy style in an ambulance with blaring silencer. And then I had to have a huge heart bypass in a few days. But you might find it like a miracle, but just within 2 years after this, a cycle helped me change my life so much that I climbed to the top of the world on a cycle. This is the world's highest motorable road at 18,000 feet in Ladakh. I went there on a bike just 2 years after my heart bypass. And in fact, I did it once again in 2018, this time from Srinagar. All right, so this probably to all of you looks like a fairy tale story. But let me tell you what really happened, the real story. So, the story from the hospital bed to the top of the world, quite interesting. In the sense, when I was told in 2013 that you will have to have a heart bypass in the hospital, so what really happened is, I couldn't take it. I started sobbing, I started crying for an hour or two, and I've been through too many medical challenges. So now being told that you will be a heart patient, you will have a heart bypass, I literally started crying for an hour or two on the hospital bed. And mind you, nobody standing in my room could even console me because they knew that I've been through a lot. All right, then after all that crying, I realized that I'm the chosen one. I'll have to fight it out. I'll have to fight to take my life back. So that is when I really decided that I'm going to use a bike to get my fitness and my life back. All right, so right then on the hospital bed, first thing first, I started refusing foods that I thought I didn't need. This was my personally designed Eat Right program. And then for about 8 weeks, I was told to walk around with a huge strap around my chest. I did that. And for 8 weeks, I tried to get my lung strength, heart strength back. And then in June 2013, I was allowed to ride a bike. And friends, I rode through the worst of rains, floods, muck, dirt, didn't matter. I was at war. I wanted to get my life back. And I literally, fought to get my fitness back. And to tell you a story of how much a bike changed my life, just 8 months, after this heart bypass surgery, when I was crying on a hospital bed, I entered a race. That itself was huge. And out of the hundreds of people who participated in the race, I was among the first few to finish the race. Mind you, I was not racing against these youngsters half my age or teenagers. I was racing to get my life back. So friends, this is how much a bike helped me to literally take my life back. And then, life has been such that every day is kind of my day, my way of life. I ride a bike about 2.5 hours a day. This is approximately 50-60 kilometers daily, 6 days a week. All right. So walking the talk is not just a great term for me. It was about getting my life back. And I'll tell you in a few slides what it means to me today. So this is me every day. Today I had to reach here early. Still I managed to do a 50-kilometer ride. I just cut short by a few kilometers because I had to be here. All right. And then, for me, there are simply no excuses to what I want to do. I mean, you see Mumbai like this for a few days a year, you would still find me on the roads. And then, even when I travel for work or with family, often I try to take my bike with me. Or if I go to different parts of the world, I try to find a bike. And in fact, it's more of an exploratory ride then. But seriously speaking, no excuses. Okay, so walking the talk is something that I literally have been doing all these years. All right, and then all this cycling, led to me doing a lot of long distance events. And now I have done so many long distance events. Now, when I say long distance, you're talking about 200 kilometers, 300, 400, 600. By the way, 600 kilometers, you need to ride for 40 hours non-stop. I repeat, 40 hours non-stop. A heart bypass patient, somebody with one good knee, riding for 40 hours non-stop. And when you do that in a year, you get a tag of being a super entrepreneur. I got this tag in 2018, but I have done these kind of events a lot of times. All right. And then my bike also introduced me to the wonderful world of bike touring. Now, this is absolutely incredible, where on a bike, I get to explore the countryside at my speed. And I have been through a lot of states in India. I have done many expeditions outside India. And on a bike, at the speed of a cycle, you literally get to feel the local people, the food, the countryside. And it's like a feeling of being completely unchained, unplugged. All right, so you do it and you'll realize what I'm saying. So I talked about this 2015 expedition that I did. This trip to the top of the world was not a smooth ride. These are the kind of roads you find in Ladakh, all right, and more, but you still keep going on. All right, no excuses. All right, so these are the kind of roads you find in Ladakh. In 2016, I did a self-supported ride, that is carrying my luggage on my bike across the entire Spiti Valley in Himalayas. This was a tough ride that I did. And of course, you can see the state of the roads. And in 2017, I rode across 2,500 kilometers in Canada with the Indian flag on both sides of my bag. And I really loved it. Every day, a new town, new city you reach, and you just go on. Thank you so much. And equally good in India as well. But believe me, guys, the country that you see on a bike is far different that you see in a car or in planes. You literally get to see the country at your speed, and you absolutely are amazed at the kind of beauty these places have. Same thing in India. You go out on a bike. Kashmir in a car is okay, you see mountains. I actually go and feel it, smell it, live with the locals. All right, so this is what my bike changed my life. I got introduced to bike touring, and these are all big stories by themselves. Yeah, so in 2018, I once again had gone to the top of the world on my bike. And in 2019, I did a whole circle of Switzerland on a bike. So I landed in Zurich with my bike and 2 bags from Mumbai, and I did a whole circle of Switzerland on my bike, about 21 odd days. All right, now coming to today, 2022, just 3 months back, I did one of the most dangerous roads that you can find in the world on a bike. All right, and in fact, an incredible experience staying in a dhaba. We leave our Mumbai snootiness back here. I lived in a dhaba in a small place, no telephones, no toilets, no electricity. But believe me, I actually paid the dhaba person more than what I should because I loved that experience. All right. And when I reached the top at 16,000 feet at such pass, there was a snowstorm going on, and we actually had to descend. My bike was not stopping, it had become slippery, and I was descending down. I got a 90-second clip for you here. Just think you are riding my bike, one miss, and your bike is going to fall down a ravine. Just look at what I'm going to show you. So this is footage shot from my bike, guys, among the most dangerous roads. And like I said, I did it, but now that when I look at my videos, I mean, I really feel scared that I even went there. All right, now, thank you so much. Walking the talk. Just look at my stats. Today, thanks to technology, every pedal stroke, every kilometer is recorded. So as you can see, my stats just from last week, I got this screenshot, about 300 plus kilometers every week. All right, and today, a heart bypass patient standing in front of you, I have more mileage than anybody in India, 112,000 kilometers. Thank you. I just want to tell you, I didn't set out to do any records. I just set out to get my life back. Okay, 112,000 kilometers done. I didn't mean to do anything, but anyway, this is in front of you, so I just thought I should show it to you. All right, now for all of you, you all must have heard a lot about benefits of cycling, just like running. I mean, I'm not even getting into that. Why do you get into running, cycling for health and fitness? That euphoria will last only for 2-3 weeks. Let me tell you the real reasons why you should take up a bike in your life. So first thing first, okay, the Guruji saying this. Cycling absolutely sets you free. I am a Mumbai guy since birth, but I mean, the way I have seen Mumbai and our surroundings, I never realized we had lakes, mountains, so many nice places. So, and of course, I have seen the best of India, the best of many other countries. So, cycling literally sets you free, and you do it at your own pace. All right, so that's one big reason why you should get a bike in your life. And next, every day you ride, every time you ride, it just lifts your mood. You know, you just feel nice after doing a bike ride. So forget all the health benefits, that's a bonus. You ride because it really makes you feel great. All right, and lastly, you know, for people who ride regularly, they'll agree with this, that once you start cycling regularly, it doesn't feel like a bike and you become one. It literally is like walking and running. So seriously speaking, understand these benefits and bring a bike into your life. And now, me as a working man, students, people who are working here, sitting in the audience, let me tell you, every day I feel this, the benefits of being a cyclist. 2.5 hours a day, this guy must be sleeping the rest of the day. He must be, you know, kind of tired working every day. Sorry, it's absolutely the opposite. My bikes wakes up my mind. I am so agile mentally that, you know, I am absolutely peppy and, you know, at work from morning itself. And compared to the same me, some days when I'm not ridden, you need 2-3 cups of tea to wake you up. You are a little bit snappy, grumpy. But after a bike ride, you seriously feel so content and so nice and energetic. All right. The most important thing why I ride today is for what it does to the rest of my day. It really makes me feel so great. All right. And you know, by the way, I have a fitness age of around 20. You have apps which give you a fitness age, a biological age. It's not a boast. What I'm trying to tell you that it really makes you so fit that you're able to meet today's work demands so well. And by the way, my wife complains, but anyway, I literally sleep the moment I touch a pillow. at 10 o'clock in the night, I just go to sleep. I have no problem sleeping anywhere. 10 o'clock, you put me anywhere, I can sleep. So that's another great benefit. All right, now for how do you do this? For people who are sitting here and who are listening to me, how do you do this? First thing first, I mean, I see a lot of people doing yoga, running, walking 3 days a week, alternate days. These things don't work. It's far more easier to do something 6 days a week. Your body gets used to the routine, to the effort level, and kind of, you really get that lifestyle. But doing it 2-3 times a week, kind of, you're never there. You're always struggling with that schedule. So my insider tip to all of you is that if you want to bring a bike or probably any fitness activity, try to make it your lifestyle. Doing it 2-3 times a week won't cut it. All right, and for people who say, oh, for cycling, you people must be waking up at 5 o'clock, that's too early. So for people who want to ride a bike early in the morning, I suggest shock your body, start doing it early in the morning, and automatically out of exhaustion, you'll start sleeping at, let's say, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So you will fall in that routine. All right, and for a lot of people I know, your fitness hour or passion hour is always a negotiable time. Too much work, too much stress, this, that, and that fitness hour is always sacrifice. I have completely done it the other way around. My morning 2 hours are fixed, and I have remodeled the rest of my day based on this. I sleep at 10 o'clock, I eat 2 hours before that. So what I'm going to tell you is I've absolutely kept this fixed, and everything else is rotated around it, and it works. 9 years now, so much mileage, so that's enough proof that it works. All right, so this time is not negotiable at all. All right, and another tip, I mean, I ride a lot. For a lot of people who run and ride first time, they get tired. Insider tip is don't try to reach anywhere. And enjoy the saddle moment. You are cycling, you are on the saddle. Enjoy that moment. Learn to be calm and breathe nicely, and slowly you will get into that routine. So the how of bringing a bike into your life is here on the screen. 6 days a week cuts it. 3 days a week you might never be there. And this time is not negotiable. Let's be clear about it. All right, and I just want to leave you with one message. Walk the talk is a great term, but believe me guys, this is also about living a life as best as you can. Every day matters. Memories, great things you do, this is a life that you want to remember when you grow old. So that's it from me. Thank you so much, and thanks for being a great audience.